Ay, ito na po. Ito, mag-share na naman po muna tayo, no? Palagi na lang po ganito ang story of my life sa simula ng pageantry norms. Nakakaloka lang talaga, no? Pero sandali lang po, ha? Dahil, share lang po natin. Mabilis na mabilis lang po ito. Diyos po, ano ba itong Facebook? Talagang mga hikipag pahirapan pa sa akin. Ano ba? Ayan po. Okay. Alright. Ba't hindi ako makapag-post dito? Nakakaloka. Parang hindi ako makapag-post. Ayun, ay, hindi pa rin. Nakakaloka. Ay, Diyos ko. Ayan na po. Alright. Pasensya na po. Ang tugal-tugal ko mag-share. Pasensya na po. Good afternoon. Kumusta po kayo? Welcome to episode 4 of Pageantry Norm Season 4. Well, may maaga po tayo dito mga watchers. Shout out to Juan Marcus from Tacloban and Moses Atega from Dumaguete. Good afternoon po sa inyo and thank you for dropping by early. Alam nyo, viewers, napakainit na po na panahon ngayon. Talagang summer is here. And sobrang init, I could just wish sana naman magkaroon tayo ng 1 year na malamig naman ang weather para naman medyo manibago tayo ng konti, maging malamig naman para mas magamit ko naman yung mga sweaters ko, yung mga down jackets and everything. I shout out from Italy, Miriam Macabeo. Nakakaloka, bago tayo sa Italy. Ngayon, before po tayo magsimula ng actual program natin, I just want to give a big shout out to our Miss Grand Philippines, Samantha Bernardo. Actually, today po in Bangkok, it's the preliminary closed door interviews for Miss Grand International. So, ibig sabihin po, this is an important segment of the competition where the results will be added to the performances in swimsuit and evening gown, pati yung national costume. And congratulated po natin siya because yesterday in the swimsuit competition, grabe, her Grenada walk was really a bomb that exploded in the faces of the other candidates. Talagang para bang learn from the master. Kumbaga, parang she made it look so easy on the runway. On that very, challenging runway because coming from a different level sa sky bar ng Lebua at State Tower in Bangkok, they needed to go down to another level where they will establish a post sa end ng kanilang walk, and it was very challenging. Pero sa kanya parang wala lang, parang it was something that she mastered through the years, and yesterday was like sabi nga ng isa kong FB friend, parang recital niya daw kahapon yun. Ang galing-galing niya. Gusto ko lang po isingit yan because ang galing-galing po talaga ni Samantha. So let's wish her best of luck for the preliminary interviews today in Bangkok. Tapos sa 24 po next week, it will be the National Costume Competition. And sa 25 po, preliminary competition, 2 days before the Grand Finals on March 27, where hopefully she will become our very first Miss Grand International. Okay? More shoutouts po tayo. Diyos ko, teka po, nalampasan na ako lang. Alright. Ito pa po ating mga shoutouts. Novi Valderrama Cabaluna from Iloilo. Hello. Direct Edu Villora from City of Smiles, Bacolod. Mabuhay, Direct Edu. Felix from Tagum City. Yeah, for Lesley and Ticaro. DJ Lumage from Toronto, Canada. Dami. Nanuloka ako. Wilwin Rodriguez Bautista. Gab Galvez and Jason Luciano. Hello. JM Ost also. Yes, supportado naman po natin talaga yung Samantha Bernardo and we want her to win. Urjan, hello, miss you. Hello, Urjan, thank you for dropping by. Urjan de la Serna. Sana lang po talaga is si Samantha is she will keep the momentum start to finish. Diyos ko si Gab Galvez. Oo. Pageantry Act official representing La Union. Talagang may mga ganun, ano? May mga representing the city of Anthony Salon. Hello. Yes, oo. This afternoon po, it's going to be part 2 of our Binibinis Back in Action. Oo. Ay nako, Enzo Balong from Rang Aybanga, South Cotabato. Hello. Part 2 po ng ating Binibinis Back in Action and we will have 4 more Binibinis in our guest lineup. And some people have been asking me na parang, Tito Norman, parang marami, may iba pa kayong mga hindi na invite na Binibinis for pageantry norms. Sabi ko nga, yes, I know that. And sana nga makapag-accommodate pa tayo ng more Binibinis. Kasi nga, I've been getting rumors that yung April 17 finals daw na Binibini might lang, rumor nga lang, might be moved. Pero, kasi, well, you know what's happening right now in the Philippines because of the COVID situation. Baka mamaya, magkaroon na naman ng adjustments and everything. So, kung mangyayari po yung change of final schedule, pero as of now, April 17 pa rin po yan, kung lang talaga magbabago na schedule, we will have a part 3 pa of Binibinis Back in Action. Pero that will all depend on how things will really be because kung April 17 na po yan, so syempre medyo tight na rin po yung schedules. Yes. Again, shout out to si JM Os from Bulacan, Amilu Falcon from, wow, Davao de Oro. That's the only place na lang in Davao na hindi ko napupuntahan. Napuntahan ko na ang Davao City, Davao Oriental, Davao del Sur, Davao del Norte, Davao de Oro na hindi ko napupuntahan. Brian Mecha from Iloilo Province, hello. Jack Calma from Morong, Bataan. Ako po, hello. Ay, naku, introduce ko na po muna ating mga guests. Natutuwa lang ako. We have 4 lovely Binibinis this afternoon. The first one is representing Tagum City, Davao del Norte. Nakapunta na po ako ng Tagum City, Davao del Norte several years back. Mainit din po talaga doon. Dito nga pa sa Manila, init-init na. Mainit din po doon. Pero, this lovely Binibini, the first time I saw her was when she joined Mutianang Pilipinas. And then, when I saw her back in national pageantry for Binibini Pilipinas, natuwa ako. Because this lady deserves to be seen and appreciated as well. So friends, let us welcome. Hindi na po ako magsasabi ng mga numbers muna nila ha, dahil I have a feeling na nagkaroon na po ng shuffling ng numbers because of medyo nabawasan na rin po sila. Hello to Mike Zuniga, hello, and Kim Francis. Friends, let's welcome Binibini Lesley and Ticaro from Tagum City, Davao del Norte. Hello, Lesley. Hi, Lesley.
Hello
Are
po.
you there, Lesley? Ay, naku, ano ba yan? Hi, Lesley.
Hello po. Good afternoon.
Baka mamaya yung audio mo na naman, ha? Sko,
okay na po ba?
Okay na. Lesley, please greet our viewers first at ang mga kababayan mo from Davao.
Sa tanang mga nagtanaw karon sa The Philippine Pageantry, sa karon nga episode sa pageantry norms. Maayong hapon sa inyo ha. Salamat kayo sa pagtanaw and palihog og like and share ani na interview namo with Tito Norman. So, Tito Norman, salamat po for inviting me.
You're welcome, dear. Natutuwa ako sa yung pagkausap mo sa mga Davaoeños. It's so teacher-like. Natutuwa ako.
Proud Bisaya na teacher.
Oy, Lesley, teacher din ako before. I was a teacher for 9 years here in Manila. So it's something na na-appreciate ko talaga because I know how it's such a noble profession talaga. Ang sarap-sarap maging teacher.
Totoo.
Oo. Kahit na pinagkakaisahan ako ng mga estudyante ko palagi. But at the end of the day, masaya. It's such a... Ay, ang ganda-ganda talaga ni Lesley ngayon. Tingnan mo naman, parang
ako lang po nag-hair and makeup. So, nakapag-practice na din po ako.
Nakakatuwa. Sanay na siyang mag-makeup talaga. Sabi nga ni Yo Saldaña, gwapa kaayo. Ay, gwapa talaga. Oo. Nakakatuwa lang.
Gwapa, Bisaya.
Ay, naku, ano ba yan? Diyos ko, sabi ko nga sa'yo kanina sa backstage, bawat isa sa mga probinsya ng mga guests ko this afternoon, pwede ko sabihin, I left my heart in. Puro apat yung I left my heart in para may naiwang puso. Pero Lesley, kumusta na yung mga past months sa iyo before na nag-resume ang mga binibini activities? How have you been?
So, okay naman po ako. Sa ngayon po, nakabalik na po ako ng Manila since ang binibini ng photoshoot po. So, ayun po, settle na ako dito for now. And ewan ko if ma-move na naman po ba yung coronation or nag-aantay lang po kasi ako ng announcement po talaga ng Binibini. So, if ever po ano yung announcement nila, go lang po. And for the past months naman po, bumalik ako sa pagtuturo. So, ngayon po, alternative working arrangement kami. So, hindi kami everyday nasa school. So, for 3 times a week, andun kami sa school. And then for the rest of the week po, nasa bahay po kami, work from home. And I've been attending seminars po to keep me equipped for this new normal setup po in the, because of COVID. So, wala pong face-to-face na classes. So, modular po kami sa eskwelahan.
Lesley, tatanungin kita, pag nagtuturo ka ba ng online classes, ganyan din ba ang makeup mo, Lesley?
Ay, sana nga po ganito ka-ready, di ba? Pero sa school po kasi namin, medyo hindi namin ma-accommodate yung online classes po kasi mahirap po talaga yung signal. So, the only thing that we can offer po is modular classes. And hopefully po, ma-manage namin yung radio namin po sa school.
Ayun. Ay, shoutout po tayo kay fellow Binibini Cindy o Benita. Hello.
Hi, Cindy.
Yun, nakakatuwa lang. Naku, may mga tanong po dyan si Weng Weng. Naku, Diyos ko, hindi ko po masagot yun. Pero ang next week po Miss World Philippines, dapat po sa April. Pero tingnan po natin how things are really going dito sa mga bagong COVID scenarios natin. So, Diyos ko, meron po siyang ditong tanong na hindi ko masagot. Malalaman po natin next month yun. Mamuto Nechua, hello po. Oplong Mejia Paras, hello. Joanna Dryan Navarro from the city government of Tagum. Diyos ko, ang daming supporters talaga ni Lesley and Ticaro. Naku, may isa pa tanong. Oo, Diyos ko. Diyos ko po, tinanong pa ako kung sino yung mga wala na, nakakaloka. Well, meron na po talaga nabawas, pero alam niyo po, ayokong unahan ng Binibining Pilipinas in terms of announcement. Malalaman niyo po yan the minute na i-release yung bagong photo shoot ng mga ladies. Doon yung malalaman kung sino yung mga remaining ladies in contention pa. And kung ano man po ang dahilan ng iba mga ladies who decided to withdraw, i-respect na lang po natin yun dahil mga personal naman may makanya-kanya po silang mga reasons behind that. Pero Lesley, ano nga pangalan ng love life mo ngayon?
Ay, wala po.
Ay, ako yan. Talagang hindi siya nagpahuli. Talagang meron ano. Pero,
sobrang focus po kasi sa career.
Ganoon. Wala na ako sinabi. Kumusta ba? Alam mo, sabi ko nga sa backstage kanina, Lesley, I've been to Tagum City, but once lang yun. in several years ago. Uh, ano ba ang masasabi mong dapat reasons for people to visit Davao del Norte and Tagum City para magka-interest sila?
Ay, sobrang dami po. And ngayon po kasi under construction pa yung flyover namin sa Tagum. Medyo heavy po yung traffic, pero if natapos po yon, smooth na po yung traffic, and madami pang surprises ang Tagum sa mga turista na pupunta. Especially yung bagong ano namin, Tagum Historical, yung museum po namin na bago, na kaka-inaugurate lang nitong March.
Ang tanda ko kasi napunta ko sa Tagum before was there was this very very big stadium ba? Parang napalaking stadium sa Tagum na ano ba 'yon? Parang Olympic Stadium ba 'yon or something na we
Baka yun yung ano namin, City Hall.
na
Opo.
may parang stadium din at the same
Yes
time,
po.
hindi ba?
Yung
Yeah,
parang may
oh.
baliktad na mushroom, gano'n.
Yes, oo. Nakakatuwa yun. Yun ang natandaan ko sa Tagum. Ang nakakatuwa pa dyan, sabi ko nga sa iyo kanina, Lesley, Davao is the only place na halos nalibot ko na yata ng buo. Biro mo? Davao del Sur, Davao
Grabe
del
ka pala
Norte,
makapasyal sa
Davao
North.
Oriental. Pero puro mga ano yan, puro work-related naman yan, Lesley. Sabi ko nga sa'yo, Davao de Oro na lang ang hindi ko pa napupuntahan. Pero pag sinabi mo na nakapunta ka ba ng Compostela, ay, di parang nag-Davao de Oro ka na rin. Hindi ba yung Davao de Oro? Parang na
Opo.
Compostela yun. O, di
Yes po.
parang nalibot ko na talaga ang buong Davao. Diyos ko. Kulang na lang talaga guys, maiwan ko ang puso dyan sa Davao. Ewan ko
I
kung
hope you
kailan
had a nice
mangyayari
time
yan.
po while nandito kayo.
Ay, nako, marami. Ako hindi ko kukwento sa'yo. Meron, very memorable sa akin ng Davao. Pero hindi ko na ikukwento ngayon dahil 3 oras ikukwento yun kapag kinuwento ko pa sa'yo ng buo kung bakit special sa akin ng Davao. In the meantime, Lesley, I'll introduce our other guests first before we go into a group discussion.
Yes po.
Masaya ating group discussion later. Marami pa rin tayong ma-shoutout. Gusto ko po, pasensya na po, gusto ko lang muna introduce sa ating mga guests. Our second guest this afternoon is representing one of my favorite provinces because it's actually the one closest to me right now, physically, Laguna. Uh, si Alexandra po was supposed to be one of my guests during the first episode of Binibinis Back in Action. Pero sa work schedule that time, medyo hindi pa na i-arrange na mag-guest siya. Pero ngayon, nag-promise siya na mag-guest siya. So ngayon hapon po, kasama natin si Binibini Alexandra May Rosales from Laguna. Hello, Alexandra.
Hi everyone. Hi Tito.
Hello. Ay my God,
Kamusta po?
ang haba naman ng buhok niya. Nakakaloka naman. Parang kayong sirena ang
Na-quarantine.
dating. Oo, Alex, bumati ka. Greet our viewers first.
Hi everyone. Welcome to Pageant Norms. As mentioned by Tito, I wasn't able to attend the first episode because of my work, but I'm very glad to be here now and I hope you support all of us here, and thank you Tito Norman for inviting me.
Alam mo, Alex, pag ganyang relax na relax lang ang mood mo, tapos ayan, kami yung light makeup and everything. Iba-iba dating mo, no? Parang ka talaga, parang, ano ka talaga, habulin ng foreigner ang ano mo, yung beauty mo. Ganyan-ganyan lang kasi very Pinay na Pinay. Tamo, talagang Pinay na Pinay ang dating mo, no? Pero kumusta na ba ang Laguna? Para ba mo napakalayo sa akin yung Laguna? Kumusta na ba ang Laguna ngayon?
Okay
Alex?
naman, Tito. Unlike here nasa Manila kasi ako ngayon, Tito, kasi nga for work, and then expected namin na mag-continue yung activities for the Binibini. So andito talaga ako most of the time sa Manila, but I visited Laguna last week, and as I can see, okay naman siya. Back to normal, medyo back to normal na din, but everyone is still on mask and face shield and may mga extra precaution. Di naman ganun kahirap ngayon mag-visit sa Laguna unlike on other provinces, but sa ngayon, since nag-rise up nga yung mga COVID cases, I think there will be changes also, lalo na here sa Manila, ang daming ano. But when I visited last week, okay naman, and I also miss my family there. So, yeah, that's about it. Yun pa lang naman po.
Saan ka ba sa Laguna nga, Alex?
Sa Calamba, Tito.
Calamba. Okay, sa
Opo.
Calamba. Oo, kasi matagal na ako hindi nakakain ng... Kapag punta kami Calamba doon, alam ko, nadaanan namin dyan yung pinakamasarap na buko pie sa Laguna.
Buko pie.
Yung
Original.
yung originals. Kasi pag yun ang kinakain ko, yun talagang, ayun ko, tanda ko lang kasi yun talaga dahil masarap
Yes,
talaga.
yun talaga yung the best. Actually, meron pang isa, Tito. You should try it po pag balik niyo sa Laguna. We call it lettuce. Masarap din siya, Tito.
Oo, parang
Next time.
ano ka, parang stockholder ka dun sa Letty. Oo,
Parang
talagang
endorser.
na-promote talaga, endorser talaga, ha? Oo. Oh, pero ano ba, na-excite ka na ba na resume na ang activities na Binibini, Alex?
Well, actually po, Tito, na-excite ako kasi ayun nga, as you mentioned, may rumors na it will be moved. So, it's really, honestly, I'll speak for the whole Binibini girls na it's actually a hard time for us kasi magbe-prepare kami and then mamumove. So, yeah, for the meantime, mixed pa kasi I don't know if it will continue, but when nag-shoot kaming lahat, it was very exciting na feel namin yung Binibini season again. So, yun na lang, hanggang doon na lang muna since na-cancel na naman yung activities namin and hoping na magtuloy-tuloy na siya, whichever date it is.
Actually, when I said earlier naman during my opening spiel na may rumors na baka ma-move because nga of the rising COVID cases na naman in the Philippines and all, the only thing good that may come out of it is makakapag part 3 pa ako nitong Binibinis Back in Action. Makakapag-invite pa ako kasi tina-timingan ko rin kasi baka mamaya pag mga week before the finals kung April 17, ano na kayo, medyo tali na kayo and everything. So, kapag na-move yan, ay magkakaroon talaga ng part 3.
Part 3.
At ano ko, papaikutin ko ang ruleta at pipiliin ko kung sino ang 4 na susunod. Nakakaloka na pressure ako pag magla-line up na ako ng next guest. Alam ko, ako, I can feel it deep in my heart. Marami pa ibang mga Binibinis na naghihintay na lang na i-message ko sila na, okay, next ko na yung guest na gano'n. Gusto ko lang muna magkaroon ng linaw kung ma-move talaga para at least makapag-set na ako for part 3.
Yes.
Oo. Ang ganda-ganda mo ngayon, Alex. So, parang anak lang kita ngayon ang dating mo. Oo, ano mo ngayon? Oo, ano ka pangalan ng boyfriend mo?
Secret.
Sabi ko na nga ba, meron Oo. Anyways, Alex, I'll introduce our 2 other guests first before we go into group discussion. Our third guest this afternoon, actually nga po, dapat kung tutuusin ko na kumpleto ko lang, dapat Calabarzon episode ko Pero 3 lang from Calabarzon yung nakuha ko. Our third guest this afternoon, matagal ko na po kilala ang Binibini na ito. Mula po, nag-aaral pa siya noon sa Lukban. Nag-college siya sa De La Salle University. And, hindi ko na po sabihin yung third fact muna dahil ano po yan, medyo emotional ako sa third part na yun. But let us welcome from Quezon Province, Binibini, Patricia, Denise, Babista. Hello, Pat. Are you there, Pat? Hi, Pat.
Hi po.
Hello, Pat. Pat, you please greet our viewers first.
Hi po sa lahat ng viewers natin ngayon. And especially ngayon, sana lahat tayo ay safe.
Alam mo, Pat, nung ini-introduce kita kanina, sabi ko nga, matagal na kitang kilala. Kilala na kita when you were still doing the pageants in Lukban. Tapos, nag-college ka, tapos napunta ka sa ACES. Tapos, yung tribute kay Pia Words back noong time ng Miss Universe dito, you were part of that, yung tribute sa kanya. Yung sinabi ko, may pang-4 na konektado ko sa'yo na parang siya yung um,
Bridge somehow.
bridge na para bang Tito, kilalanin mo to, ito may future beauty queen, we both know him, although iniwan na niya tayo, si Ed Saludes
Yes.
yun. Siya yung parang, si Ed ang nagpakilala sa akin talaga. Online muna kay Pat, talagang sabi ko, ay oo, may future ang batang ito. And ngayon, binibini na siya. So, Pat, kumusta ba ang mga nakalipas na buwan sa'yo?
Ako po, I'm working as a banker. So, nung nag-pause yung Binibini, I came back to work. Then, ayun po, ever since na nag-lockdown, nag-work pa din ako. So, more risk on my part. Pero ayun din, parang I find meaning in what I do din during the quarantine and lockdown po.
Ibig sabihin, Pat, you still work in a bank? Tama ba ko?
Yes po.
Physically?
Yes po, sa branch.
Okay. Oo. And, kumbaga, hindi ka ba medyo takot na parang, ay, naku, sa bangko ko siya araw-araw pumapasok and everything. Hindi ka ba how do you keep yourself safe? Aside from yung mga face mask and face shield, oo.
At first po, super paranoid talaga ako sa lahat. As in gloves, tapos lahat spray. Although this time naman, same pa din. Pero mas at ease ako knowing na nung kino-continue ko lang siya gawin, parang hindi ko din naman na-contract yung virus in any way. So, siguro ngayon, keep pa din na gawin yung mga things na yon to keep me safe. And syempre, yung mga coworkers and yung clients din po namin.
Viewer, si Pat po she's from Lukban, di ba? Lukban.
Yes po,
Lukban, Quezon siya. Ako may memories of Lukban, Quezon ano yung pangalan ng simbahan sa gitna ng Lukban sa town proper niyo? Yung may malaking sign na Lukban and everything. Na
very old
pag tumawid ka lang, naroon na sa bodies para kumain. Nakakaloka. Hindi ko maikwento in full dahil hindi ko baka maikwento kung sinong kasama ko nung nakakaloka lang. But anyways, excited ka ba, Pat, that eto, resume na ang ating Binibining Pilipinas season.
Yes, we're excited. As in, nag-look forward talaga ako na bumalik yung Binibini and yung mga activities namin. Pero siguro kung ano mang mangyayari now, ayun, dapat pa rin nating i-prioritize yung health and safety ng lahat po. So whatever happens, I'm sure everyone will understand naman.
Oo naman, oo. Kasi we just need to be prepared for anything and everything dahil
yes.
Ito yung mga panahon na hindi mo alam what will happen next. So you just need to be ready and to do the necessary adjustments, di ba? Pat, let's introduce our final guest this afternoon before we do our group discussion. And our fourth Binibini po this afternoon. Believe it or not, siya lamang po ang Binibini na hindi magbabago ang number sa Binibining Pilipinas because up to now, she will still be Binibini 1. Yun po advantage pag Binibini 1 ka eh. Mabawasan man yung mga candidates, magkaroon man change of numbers, she will still be Binibini 1. Nasabi ko nga before noong meet and greet ng Binibini na ito na we might be distant relatives because there is Panlilio on my father's side from Pampanga. And sabi ko, palagi ko may distant relation niya kami. And her aunt is actually, Mira Panlilio was the first Binibini Pilipinas title holder. And syempre, it's in the genes, pedigree niya yon. And now, she is a Binibini 1. Siya lang po nasabihan ko ng number, Binibini 1. Samantha, Alexandra Panlilio. Hello, Sam.
Hi, Tito. Hi, everyone.
How are
watching.
you? Please greet our viewers first. Sam.
Hi to Pageantry Norms. Thank you so much for having me. And of course, to my fellow Caviteños, maraming salamat mga peace.
Oy, baka akala niyo po, ganyan lang talaga magsalita sa Samantha. Akala niyo may mga American twang and everything na parang lumaki sa Amerika. Hindi po. She grew up here. She only studied in the US, di ba? But yes, she will always be here. And if you cannot find her in Manila, you will just find her in the beaches of Cavite. Having her photo shoot in the rock. Alam mo, Diyos ko, Sam, naloka ako doon sa photo shoot na you were wearing this royal blue
Oh, yes.
outfit in the midst of earth. Parang brown na
Yes.
brown, brown and blue talaga.
Tito,
Naloka ako dun sa oh,
we were actually in Pangasinan. We were in the 100 Islands, and so we were in this one island that only had a big cave. So doon kami nag-hair and makeup. Ang init talaga. So I'm very glad about the outcome naman of the shoot.
buti hindi nabasa yung gown mo noon. Ano?
Oo.
Because it's such a big gown na talagang if you spread the entire gown, it will reach a circumference of
Yes.
sobrang laki talaga. And pero pagkatapos naman po yun, biglang mag-post siya sa beach na naka two-piece. So talagang, ay nakakaloka lang talaga. Diyos ko. Ay nako, maalala ko nga pala, Sam, remember no meet and greet mo. Di ba
Yes.
binigyan mo kami ng aqua carton?
Yes.
Siyempre, sabi ko, I'll give this to my mom because my mom loves drinking yung water na may mga fruits and herbs, mga gano'n. Also, siya uminom noon. So, siyempre, nagbilihan na siya, bumili na ng mga lemons and everything. Siya nag-slice ng sarili lemon niya para lang sabi ko, ay, sulit na sulit sa yung alcohol carton. Thanks to Samantha, Alexandra, Panlilio. Oo, nakakaloka lang dahil when we had this meet and greet with Sam, alam mo, perfect lang talaga yung pagka-schedule ng meet and greet mo noon kasi hindi pa nagbo-boom yung news about yung mga rising cases of COVID and everything. Kaya,
yes.
ay, tama ba ako? Nanonood sa atin, binabati ka Sam ni Binibini Hazel Ortiz. Pero,
hi.
yun nga, hindi ko lang masabi, pero nag-vlog na po ako channel sa Hazel. Nakita po natin siya in the latest McDonald's TV commercial. Naloka ako bigla. Ko, ay, okay. Sige. Alright. Hazel lang na tawag ko.
She's killing the game.
Ay, alam naman yung babae. Sobrang ganda. Diyos ko, Lord. Pero, siyempre, si Samantha, Alexandra, Panlilio, the pressure. These days, there is pressure in carrying the name of Samantha. Samantha is, kasi with Samantha Bernardo in Bangkok right now, talagang para ba, the running question is, will he be the next Samantha to become Binibinis Pilipinas? Hindi ba?
Yes, I've been getting that a lot po. So, yeah.
Oo. But, does it pressure you in a good way?
In a good way, of course, because now, Samanthas have a good light to them and a good energy. So I'm very pumped to be a Samantha.
Nakakaloka. Can you do the thing that she did in those steps in Lebua in Bangkok? Sabi ko, my God, that runway is so challenging and yet she just
killed it.
Parang sabi ko, ay nako, nakakaloka lang. Let's talk about Samantha. Dahil Samantha po is, some people remember her as when she was still being introduced in the world of Philippine pageantry. The first connection was when she joined this Game of Games of Ellen DeGeneres before.
Yes.
But that was part of when she was still staying in the United States. But more than that, when I made, kasi having nag-usap kami ng Tito Rog before, sabi ko, Tito Rog, let's focus on Samantha Panlilio as herself talaga. And let's connect her to her aunt, Mirna Panlilio, because ang ganda nung angle pag ganun because you're carrying the Panlilio. Sabi ko nga sa'yo, Sam, we might be distant relatives. Oo. Kaya, shout out po to the Panlilios everywhere in the world.
Yes.
Relatives kami ni Samantha. Now, we will go into a group discussion. Let's gather all our binibinis and we will start with, nape-pressure ako dito sa first part Nape-pressure ako sa first part. Alright, yung first part natin, this is just a fun icebreaker. 2 lies and a truth. You will give me 3 facts about yourself and I will guess which one is the truth because the other 2 are supposed to be not exactly accurate or slightly untrue. So Ang title nga nito is Two Lies and a Truth. Ginawa na po natin ito last week. Inuulit ko lang. The last week po mga Binibining Cebu naman po mga kausap ko. Okay? We will start with our teacher, Lesley and Ticaro. Lesley, give me your 3 facts.
So, eto po.
Yes, I'm ready.
The first one is, I am a vegetarian.
Mm-hmm.
Second is, I'm colorblind. And third, I never had a boyfriend.
Wait, yun naman, I never had a boyfriend na yan. Para namang hindi ako makapaniwala doon. Wala akong kilalang taga Davao na magsasabi na I never had a boyfriend. I am a vegetarian, mas believable. Feeling ko totoo yung I never had a boyfriend. Ano? Ano, Lesley? Ano ba? Nagka-boyfriend ka na ba?
Actually, opo.
So, colorblind ka.
BSB po.
Ay, okay daw. Tama nga ako. Alam mo, ang lakas sa loob ko magsabi ng gano'n because I have a feeling, dating kasi ni Lesley talaga is parang she was so focused on being a teacher na talagang boyfriends were never part of the equation. Okay? Alex, how about you, Alex? Give me your 3 facts, Alex. Ba't ka nag... Oh, sige.
Okay, Tito. For me, my 3 facts would be, first, I can speak Bisaya.
Mhm.
Second, I was a lead guitarist in a band. And the third one is I have 3 cats.
Alam mo, nakakaloka. Talagang pinapahirapan niyo ako because those 3 facts are likely to be true. Oo. Pero I will go to I have 3 cats kasi sinabi mo kanina sa backstage na may kasama kang pusa dyan sa loob. Kaya, hindi ko na alam kung 3. Pero ang hula ko is I have 3 cats. Ano? Sagutin mo ako, Alex. Ano?
Wait, what's your answer, Tito? Sorry.
I have 3 cats.
No, I actually have 7 cats.
Ay!
So
So,
my truth, my
You can
truth
speak.
would be I was a lead guitarist in a band dati when I was in high school.
Anong band
like
kayo?
musical band.
Ay.
I play guitar. Yeah, yun yung
Ay.
yun yung hobby ko dati nung high school.
My God, lead guitarist ka. Tapos mas matangkad ka pa dun sa lead vocalist, ano? Kita mo yung ayos sa stage. Nakikita mo ikaw nagigitara, yung kumakanta maliit lang. Kasi ikaw ang tangkad mo. Nakakaloka lang. Okay, let's go to you, Pat. Pat, give me your 3 facts.
So mine, Tito Norman, medyo mahirap siya, I think.
Ay, okay. Sige, go.
1, I dream to be a race car driver one day.
Mhm.
And next, I love hiking and mountains. And I want to try skydiving one day.
Alam mo, my God, all those 3, pwede mo naman talagang gustuhin yung mga anong yon. Pero I've seen your photos kasi na nag-hike ka, na mountains ka. So that is very logically close to the truth na talagang. So I'll go for the hiking and everything, yung pag-akyat sa mountains. Tama ba ako or mali, Pat?
Mali, Tito Norman.
Okay, Diyos ko, ang sama ng record ko ngayong hapon. Diyos ko. Yes. Ano nang tama doon? Yung race car
So,
driver?
Ako kasi medyo nagpapalpitate ako easily. So, yung hikes, hindi siya really for me. And yung truth ko is to be, gusto ko maging race car driver one day.
Ay, nakakaloka talaga. Race car driver talaga. Nakakatakot pala makisakay sa'yo sa sasakyan. Ang bilis-bilis mo magpatakbo. Kailangan pala 2 ang seatbelts ko kapag ikaw ang nagdadrive. Diyos ko. Ano na lang sinasabi ng boyfriend mo pag ikaw nag-drive ng kotse?
Actually, Tito Norman, hindi pa ako marunong mag-drive. So, it's a dream pa lang na I plan on siguro reaching one day.
Nakakaloka. Akala ko naman nagda-drive na
Hindi
siya.
pa.
Ano ba? Diyos ko, Lord.
Gulong-gulo na.
Oo, siguro naman dito kay Samantha matatama na ako. Sam, what are your 3 facts?
So, Tito Norman, I prepared quite extreme circumstances for you. So, the first fact is that a whale shark almost ate my hand when I was diving in Bohol, Panglao. And then 2 is that I got injured during wakeboarding in New Valley. And then 3rd is that I jumped off the highest point in Kawasan Falls in Cebu.
Ano ba? Naloloka naman ako sa mga sinasabi mo. Okay. Okay, mag-eliminate ako ng isa, no? Kasi hindi ko ba iniisip na may shark sa Panglao?
Yung
May
whale,
shark ba sa...
shark. Yung whale, di ba?
May,
You can
may whale...
whale shark. Yung walang teeth.
Oo,
Butanding.
pero ano, dun sa Panglao talaga?
Bohol. Yes, that's what they're known for po.
Nakakaloka, pero feeling ko yung wakeboarding ang tama sa'yo. Feeling ko yung
Wrong.
wakeboard. Ay, talagang mali-mali record ko ngayon. Ano ang correct sa'yo?
The correct is that I jumped off the highest point of the Kawasan Falls in Cebu. I think 10 years ago kasi ngayon binabawalan na yun. So I was able to do that.
So, who were you with when you jumped off Kawasan Falls?
Siyempre, nene pa ako noon. My family.
Hmm?
10 years ago.
Nakakaloka. All right, sige. We will do our fun Q&A now. Fun Q&A, meaning, kasi dalawa po ang pinipake ko, fun tsaka serious. Yung fun, well, they still need to give me very serious and sensible questions to it, pero may pagka-fantasy po ng konti. But all for the spirit of an engaging conversation. Ang dami-dami na po natin kailangan shout-out ngayon po. Pasensya na, hindi ko kayo maisa-isang lahat. Ang dami, halo-halo na po ang mga supporters ng 4 nating Binibinis. Pero thank you po for keeping us company this afternoon. Ang dami. Diyos ko, Lord. All right. We will start with magbibigay pa ako ng number na bago na nga. Teacher Lesley, how about you? Let's start with you, Teacher Lesley. Bakit ka naka-frozen delight dyan, Teacher Lesley? All right, are you ready for your fun Q&A?
Go lang po. Medyo nagkakaproblema lang po sa
Parang may kasama ka yata
Yes,
dyan eh. May kasama ka nga eh. Oo. Okay,
I'm
Lesley.
having, lang po, internet connection problems.
Sige, Lesley. What is your least liked color and why? What is your least liked color and why?
My least liked color po is the color yellow because it's the most luminous of all the colors in the spectrum. As an introvert po kasi, and a socially awkward person, ayoko pong nanonotice agad. And if I wear something yellow po kasi, madaling manotice ng tao. So, ayun po.
What if
ko yung yellow. Pero I'm trying my best po na if i-befriend siya kasi nga daw po, bagay daw po siya sa mga morena.
Paano yan, Lesley? For example, yellow ang ipasuot sa yung competition gown for Binibining Pilipinas. Susuot mo ba?
Well, I have to own the color po. If yun po yung nabigay ng designer. So, kailangan play it cool and just like what I've said, own the color na lang. And be still confident in wearing the color yellow.
All right. Thank you, Lesley. Let's go now to Alex. Alex, are you ready?
Yes, Tito.
Okay, Alex, if you can time travel to a specific event in your life where you can change the circumstances that may affect your present life in a good way, which one would that be and why?
Actually, Tito, it may sound cliche, pero I don't think I want to change anything. Maybe now, since very emotional pa ako with what has been happening sa COVID, since it affected everything in my life, like my work, because I work as a hotelier and my dad is work in a cruise line. So, sobrang affected yung family namin. And also, my dreams in Binibini, so na-affect din siya. So, pero in the meantime, I know something great will happen and I know there is a reason why is it happening right now. But when I think about my what have happened in the past, parang wala naman po akong gustong i-change because it made me who I am today, and every day I am thankful to that kasi it's all a learning experience for me now. Yun lang, Tito.
Okay, Diyos ko, Alex, very passionate talaga sumagot. Nakakaloka. If you have questions po for our Binibini, i-type nyo lang dyan and itatanong natin sa kanila later. Okay, next in line, Pat. All right, Pat. If you can be Wonder Woman for 24 hours, how will you use your superhero powers to change something about Quezon province that you represent?
Actually, fun fact, I have dressed up as Wonder Woman before, and imbibing her character, I think I would focus on her being empathetic. I would love to be more empathetic towards my province and Quezonians, to be more sensitive of their concerns. And having that sensitivity, I know that um, I can address problems. I can help Quezonians better. More should I have the capacity to feel what they feel po. So
Ay, yung pala, ay Diyos ko, mabuti na lang, napanood ko yung Wonder Woman 1984. Ha? O, ito, ikaw ang bibigyan ko ng fan. Have you watched the movie Wonder Woman 1984, ladies?
Yes,
mm,
me. I
ako
watch
no.
it.
Okay, sige, quiz question about that movie. Sino yung mga bata doon sa small carousel sa last scene?
Anak ni
Because she was just walking, tapos merong maliit na carousel, may mga bata, may
Nung
kalalaki doon and everything.
Christmas.
Yes. Sino yung mga batang yun?
I
anak
don't
ni
know.
Gal Gadot.
Oh, nakakaloka yung taga Tagum City pa talaga sumuot. Yes, those are the children of Gal Gadot, and the guy with the children
Diba husband
is
niya po
her
yun?
husband. Yes, husband niya naman yun. O yun. Nakakaloka. Diyos ko, Lord, ano ba yan? Sam, let's go to you, Sam. Sam, table for 4. If you can invite 3 individuals, huwag ka magkasama ng family members, close friends, or fellow binibinis, ha? Who you know of but not on a personal level, which 3 people will you invite for dinner? May follow-up question to afterwards, ha? Okay?
Sure. I would first of all invite Michelle Obama because I think she's just a great inspiration for all women. You know, I've read her book a couple of times as well, so I'd love to get more insights on it and how she came about it as well. And the next person would be Alicia Keys because she is my favorite singer, and I think that she has just such a wonderful vibe to her. You know, everywhere you see her on social media, the lyrics of her songs, like they're all very positive, and she just project such great energy. And so I would be very honored to be around that energy as well in her presence. And then the last one would be Vico Soto. I think he's just been such a great leader, especially during this time here in the Philippines. And I would love to learn more about, you know, the way he's thinking and how he's so considerate about everyone. And I know that, you know, this is the first event for everyone. And so I would love to know how he balances things out and how he makes his decisions. So yeah, those 3 people.
Ay, wow, si Vico Soto.
Of
Naghahanap ng first lady si Vico.
Hoy, I'm
Sam,
thinking. Oy.
Crush na yan.
nakakaloka lang, no? Talagang ano. Oy, ito yung follow-up question ko doon, Sam. What if, for example, yung 3 invited guests mo, they already arrived? So naka-ready na yung table and the food. And then, it was only then you found out that one of them, kumbaga, either one or all of them are allergic to milk, peanuts, or seafood. Pero yun ang nakahanda mong food. What will you do?
I'll cook for them. We'll all cook together. Kasi, di ba, Tito, I told you during my press con, I love to cook talaga. And so, I would make it a cooking show na lang. Sayang.
Oh my God! Hey, what if ako ang bisita mo, Sam? What will you cook for me?
Ano, healthy champurrado. It's my new recipe po.
Ano ba yon? Healthy champurado?
Ayaw ng
Tito,
healthy ni Tito.
I made the yam kasi diba usually it's chocolate or ube. So what I did is I got spirulina powder and maca powder. So those are very great for your bones, lots of nutrition, antioxidants. And I made it into yam. And then yun, I added some edible flowers and then put the rice in. Yeah, I made Tita Rod try it. He really liked it naman. So,
Healthy champurado? Ako kasi
Yes.
pag when I eat champurado, it has to have some tuyo. May dalawang tuyo dapat. Tuyo and champurado ba?
Opo.
Healthy. My
Kasi
God.
start.
Alam mo, Diyos ko sa, magugutom pala ako pag kumain ako ng dinner sa'yo. My God. Oh my God, ewan ko ha, pero alam mo naman ako, I really love eating. So, oo, I'm sure pag handa mo ako ng something that I love, like mga lechong kawali na talaga napaka-crunchy and all, pasta na punong-puno ng olive oil, lumalangoy talaga sa olive oil ang garlic, yung mga ganoon na masarap. Ay, okay. Bago tayo tumuloy sa ating serious Q&A, ay merong phone-in question po dito for Teacher Lesley. Teacher Lesley, what are your thoughts now from Leonidas Calacio? What are your thoughts about the demands of work and tasks of teachers in times of COVID?
Since COVID-19 started po, I think and I feel that teachers also became frontliners. Kasi nga po, we are still required to go to school and to prepare for the new normal setup. And though may takot po, pero we're doing our best for our students po na maibigay po yung education sa kanila, yung quality education po sa kanila kahit po COVID, may COVID.
Okay, so yun ang sagot mo. Diyos ko, itong mga series Q&A ko sa inyo, ang haba ng questions. Baka maloka ang ating technical director kapag pinatype ko sa kanya. Pero just the same, kasi nga, friends, hindi ko muna sinare sa kanila yung serious Q&A dahil para maging authentic yung kanilang mga answers, ba? Ganoon. Now, eto na tayo. Serious Q&A. You will just give me a number between 1 to 4 and that is the question that you will answer. Pero at the end, pag nakasagot na kayong apat, may isa akong extra question common for all 5 of you. All right? Alex, will start with you, Alex.
Okay,
1,
Tito.
2, 3, or 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4.
4, Tito.
Okay. Dali na ito kaya mo. Diyos ko taga Laguna ka. Diyos ko lang. Alex, if you knew back in late 2019 what will happen in 2020 up to now, would you still have joined Binibini Pilipinas or postpone it for another year?
Thank you for the question, Tito. But honestly, I think I would not continue the pageantry if I know that this would happen because I prepared like at least a year for this. Sam knew that because
Yeah.
since October we already trained. I already trained my makeup. We trained our pasarela and also Q&A with Tito Rogel. And it's really depressing of what would happen, the effort and also the money that we spend during the pageant. It's like too much to just stop in that moment. So if ever I knew, I would just focus on work since our I know that my work will be greatly affected, and I know that I will lose a lot of income for that year. I will just save up and focus on work and just focus on how to survive in this pandemic and be prepared in this kind of situation, and instead to be more prepared on the next pageant release. But since I'm already here, I know that God has a reason and God has a purpose, and I learned a lot from this. So it's just if only I had the chance, that would be my decision. But I'm thankful for what have happened because I learned a lot from it. That's all, Tito.
Wow! Ay natin, ano na, maariman na talaga yung Alexandra May Rosales. Okay,
Nakaka-relate.
Pat, your serious Q&A, give me a number. Napili na ang
Uh,
4.
3.
All right. Eto. If a fortune teller told you that one day you will become this big beauty queen, will you keep on joining until you win one?
I think, of course, I would love trying to win and to get that crown. And I will do everything in my power, everything that I can to have that crown one day. And should, let's say, I win, I will definitely embrace the responsibilities and what 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 a beauty queen's role is.
Nakakaloka. Ano na sila? Parang nasa finals na sila nung sumagot, no? All right. Um, Samantha, this is a long question, Samantha. If ever itong pinili mo, pero feeling ko itong mapipili mo question. Give me a number between 1 and 2.
2?
1 or 2.
2.
Listen carefully, Samantha. Haba ni...
Okay.
No, no. Ang haba lang kasi. Ang haba kasi. Minsan kasi pag mahaba ang question, you tend to lose yung flow of thought mo in the middle because it's long. Okay. Here it is. Lockdown measures will continue to have a significant impact on the consumption of skincare and beauty products. How can you convince beautiful ladies like yourself to sustain the appetite for new beauty products in the midst of a pandemic?
Sorry, Tito, could you repeat the question? The
All
middle
right.
part. Yeah.
Now, I'll repeat the entire thing. Lockdown measures will continue to have a significant impact on the consumption of skincare and beauty products.
Uh-huh.
How can you convince beautiful ladies like yourself to sustain the appetite for new beauty products in the midst of a pandemic?
Well, I think that pandemic or not, I think that it's very, very important to take care of your skin and to also explore new products, especially now during the pandemic that a lot of people are starting their own businesses, whether that may be food or skincare products. And I think that it's also important to be more aware and be more thoughtful of other people who are trying to do these startups and support local business nga, ika nga, diba? So, yeah, and like I said, pandemic or not, I think that people always have to take care of their skin.
All right. Mga, ano yan, mga finals na sila. Okay. Okay, Teacher Lesley, I'll ask you a difficult question, Teacher Lesley.
Ready na po. Wala na
Okay.
akong choice. Number 1 na.
Teacher Lesley, ito hypothetical lang to ha. Hindi man ibig sabihin, ano ha, totoo. Although sabi mo NBSBK. What would you do if you found out that your future boyfriend, sabi ko future boyfriend ha, had a same-sex relationship in the past?
Same-sex relationship in the past?
Yeah. What would you do if you found out that your future boyfriend had a same-sex relationship in the past?
If I found out that my future boyfriend has had a same-sex relationship in the past, I would probably still accept him because if you love the person, the past, you won't mind his or her past, diba? So you just love the person as he is. You just accept the person as he is. So
Ko, Leslie, sana nga.
sana.
Sana nga. Sana nga. Oo. Ang una muna doon, kailangan magka-boyfriend muna, di
Mm.
ba, teacher?
Actually, po, hopefully. Charot.
Yon. Okay. Now, this fifth question is something that I want all four of you to answer. Okay? So, syempre, um, we will do it. Okay, we will do it according to yung original sequence na numbering nyo kahit na nabago. So, unang sasagot is Sam, followed by Pat, followed by Alex, and last Lesley. Para lang alam niyo na, para lang, well, just to be fair about it. Okay, here is the question. You belong to the batch of Binibinis in an edition that dragged the longest due to the pandemic. 10 years from now, and looking back at this life chapter, what will you tell your future husband or kids if they ask why you remained steadfast and never gave up on the fight? I will repeat the question. You belong to the batch of Binibinis in an edition that dragged the longest due to the pandemic. 10 years from now, in looking back at this life chapter, what will you tell your future husband or kids if they ask why you remained steadfast and never gave up on the fight? The first to answer will be Sam.
I would tell them that I did remain steadfast and stayed in the competition because I don't join something and want to quit in the middle. I join something because I want to finish it and because I have a goal and have a purpose. And so I hope that to my future kids that they will learn to always stick with their plan and to always aim for the best, aim for the highest all the time. And also this is something that my family has always taught me is that there's always room for improvement. And so even I would share my experiences with them that during this pandemic, I actually feel like I've grown so much more as a woman and as a beanie, and I've even found new passions that I love and would love to hopefully share to the world using this platform. So I also hope to give that knowledge and experiences to them. Thank you.
Okay? Pat?
Binibini has been a start of a beautiful journey for me. It has been a start of self-discovery, self-improvement, to improve myself or to do something for the better. And I did not regret joining Binibini even during this pandemic. And that is what I will tell my future children or my future husband. I appreciate everything, every single thing that I've learned during the pandemic as a Binibini, as a woman, as a daughter, as a banker, and as an individual in general. So that is how I would show the value of being steadfast, and especially during this time.
All right. Alexandra, it's your turn.
Uh, for me, I would tell my future kids or future husband that it was really the hardest part of my life because it affected me, my work, everything. It was never easy, but I always look back and just know that how to commit. I always hold on to commitment that whatever happens, I have a commitment with Binibini, and it has always been my dream. So why should I stop now when I have already gone farther? I already trained so hard and prepared so hard for this to happen. And I don't want anything um unfortunate things or things that I didn't know that would happen to just stop me for to reach my dreams and to do what I love. So I will always hold on to commitment, and I hope my future family would always do the same.
Thank you, Alex. Naloloka lang ako sa haba talaga ng buhok mo. Parang you really consume one bottle of shampoo every time you take a shower.
Actually,
Ang
dyan na
haba.
pupunta yung pera ko, Tin.
Oh my God. Teacher Leslie, what's your answer?
I would tell my future husband and my future kids po that I continued this binibini journey because this has been a dream for a while. So, nag-try na po ako and then na-reject ako at first, pero nag-try pa rin po ako ulit because I'm not just doing this for myself, but I'm just walking the talk. I always tell my students po in class, because I'm a personal development teacher, that they should fight for their dreams and follow their dreams. So, if magsa-stop po ako in the middle of it, so how can I be an inspiration to them? So,
Ay!
ayun.
Naloka ako talaga kay Teacher Lesley. Ganyan talaga. We think alike. Mga teachers na ganun talaga. Before po tayo mag-continue, just kung dahil po kailangan i-shout out dito. Yung kanya-kanya po kayong mga Hero Angelo for Sam. Ako ang dami-dami mga Hello Hero. Mary Queen Alimoren. For Lesley, Lorena Diaz Zamar. Diyos ko, teka muna. Ang dami to. Kapag kailangan ko pa itong i-scroll. Diyos ko, pasensya na po kung hindi ko maalala lahat kayong ha.
Ang dami nga po nanonood.
Oo. Meron ding nanonood from Puerto Galera with you, Sam. Oo, si Crystal Jane Manon. Sam, Isabel Kinney, Diyos ko. Mga fans mo yata sa Samantha Panlilio. Ano ba to? Panlilio clan ba to? Nakakaloka, no? Oo.
Ang daming fans ni Sam.
Oo. Nakakatuwa lang. And because of that, I have an extra question. Alam mo pa, habang nag-uusap-usap lang tayo, nakabuo na ako ng question na sasagutin yung apat. This one is a short but a question that I will want you to give more explanation kung bakit. Yun ang sagot nyo. The question is this. Why shouldn't Binibining Pilipinas be a virtual pageant? Let me repeat. Why shouldn't Binibining Pilipinas be a virtual pageant? Sam.
If we had no other choice, I mean, during this pandemic, and we pushed for Binibini to not be a virtual pageant, I think that with a live audience there, it really gives the girls some more energy to really fight, you know? And I think that us joining Binibini, that's coronation night is something we've looked forward to for such a long time, especially now. It's been almost more than a year. So I think that we also deserve to somehow have our fans there, and I think it would just be a more wonderful experience, of course. And of course, kung kaya naman, if the vaccines are here on time, then why not?
Pat, why shouldn't Binibining Pilipinas be a virtual pageant?
Binibining Pilipinas shouldn't be a virtual pageant because it has been a part of a culture, of a tradition that there is an audience. There is always that lively audience that boosts girls talaga in the stage. And that is what I believe girls love. That is where we get our strength from. And also the audience really is a part of the competition of that coronation night. And should it be safe? Should it be safe for everyone, not just us, the candidates, but also the audience? It would be lovely to hold Binibini as a physical pageant, not a virtual one.
Alexandra, ang sirena ng Laguna. Yes.
Well, Tito, I think that Binibini should not be held virtual because it's very different if you showcase yourself and there are crowd, especially if your family is in the crowd, your friends, the people who gives you support. They will definitely boost your confidence, and you will feel that you are carrying the pride that you are that for example I'm carrying Laguna. You will feel that they are very proud of you, and it will boost every confidence that you have. It will give you a big and great show. And I think if given the chance, if the vaccines are there and if everything is all settled and safe, I think it would be better to held it in a physical audience. So at least it would be a unforgettable moment for all of us, all of the girls, even though there's pandemic.
All right. Teacher Lesley.
For me po, Binibini should be seen live because it is a beacon of culture and tradition for the Philippine pageantry. Though may pandemic po, pero I believe that Binibini would prepare na everyone na manonood is secured naman and safe. But virtual or not, Filipina woman is already exceptional.
Oh, ano talaga, no? Nakakaloka yung ano, mga sagot nyo, mga pang-finals na talaga, no? All right. Pero again, nakaisip na naman ako ng question. Kaya ano, pero ito ayoko nang sagutin ng lahat. Kumbaga, kasi pag sinagot pag isang common question lang, mabilis makapag-formulate dito ng question, ano, answer na ano na that will benefit them right away. Okay. Sam, this is for you.
Yes.
Would you rather be the person who keeps the truth or the one who tells a lie?
Of course, I would. You mean, Tito, when you keep the truth, you mean you don't reveal it, or just in general
Yes.
lang?
Yes. You don't reveal it. You just keep it to yourself.
Well, of course, I would rather keep the truth because I find it very hard to lie. I'm an open book. And most of my close friends and family, like, we're just very open with each other. I'm very also frank and honest. And so I don't think I've ever told a lie na sinadya ko talaga or anything like that. So I would rather keep the truth and be at peace with knowing that that is the truth.
All right. Pat, okay. Which of these two things can you live without for months? Your smartphone laptop combo or healthy meals?
I could live without my laptop and my phone, but I could not live without healthy meals because, as cliche as it may sound, health is our wealth, and without healthy meals, I don't think we can live longer. So, for us to use our phones in the future, I think it's more important to keep our healthy meals with us.
All right. Alexandra, what do you like most about your body and why?
Oh my
Hair.
God. My hair. No, Tito, I think my favorite part of my body is my nails.
Ay, naloka ako. Ko talagang ano. Bagong gawa ba yan?
Hindi,
Oo.
Tito. I just like it done always. Like kahit naghuhugas ako ng pinggan, I like it pretty. I don't know, it's just something that I'm addicted to. I want it always pretty. I just think it's very empowering for a woman to have like good nails. It doesn't have to be like sobrang design, but just like clean, and it's just very empowering for me as a woman to have good nails. That's
Eh,
just for me, Tito.
what if you're wearing skinny jeans and let's say you have money in your pocket and then can you get the money out of your pocket with long nails? Or
Yes,
may teknika na?
Tito.
May teknika
Yes,
na?
kaya yun, Tito. All
Ewan ko,
Binibini can say.
Oh, kaya.
cell, cellphone, alam ko, yes. Pero,
Walang
eto.
hika.
Ay, Teacher Lesley, parang sa'yo na tapat yung medyo mahirap, Teacher Lesley.
Kaya.
Would you say that you have a healthy attitude towards your own mortality? Ah! Nakakaloka yung mga question pinadala sa akin.
Ang hirap. Ano nga po yung dito?
Okay, ang tatanungin ko muna sa iyo is, do you have a healthy attitude towards your own mortality? Yung bang kung kailan ka hanggang kailan ka mabubuhay or kung tatanda ka talaga ng matandang matanda or kung maaga ka mawawala, anong attitude mo about it?
Actually po, since I was a kid, I had this fear of growing old. So ayoko po talagang tumanda. And binibigyan ko po ng parang taning yung self ko na hanggang 30 to 35 lang kasi nga po ayokong tumanda, ayokong maging hassle sa family ko na may mag-aalaga or whatever pa sa akin. Or single
Nakakaloka
ako.
ka, Leslie!
You know,
Ano ba yung sinasabi mo?
gusto ko matay ng bata pa. Pero hopefully, ano naman, ina-enjoy ko naman po yung every moment or every bit of the life that's given to me po by God.
Ay, nako, Teacher Lesley, you will walk down the aisle before you turn 40
Ay,
kasi
sana nga po.
magkakaroon ka pa ng maraming apo. Diyos ko, nakakaloka. Kaya nga ba ayoko itanong sa iyo, feeling ko magagasagot ka ng something ano eh. Okay, final question, but let's talk about something very light. Let's talk about cheat meals. Kasi alam niyo naman, when you were a beauty pageant contestant, definitely there is one day of the week at least where you eat something lang talaga na you really like. Wala ka munang pakialam sa mga diet and everything. What will be your cheat meal like on the day that you're allowed to eat what you enjoy the most? Sam,
Shake Shack. Their chicken burgers are so good. So Shake Shack, chicken burger with one vanilla milkshake with one chocolate shake, and then also some Ferrero Rocher, the chocolate, like a whole pack.
talaga naman. Cheat meal na. Inipon naman talaga yung lahat ng calories
What?
in one. Ano?
Cheat meals bigger than that,
Nakakaloka.
diba?
Inipon talaga lahat. Pat,
Yes.
Me, I really love champorado. So, for cheat meal, definitely champorado with tuyo din.
Sam, you should send Pat some of
I
your
will.
healthy
Healthy.
champurrado.
Yes.
Nakakaloka lang yung healthy champurado na yan. Pati ba naman yung favorite natin na kinakain na talagang nakalakihan na, magiging healthy pa. Diyos ko Lord, ano ba? Baka naman yung champurado mo, may malunggay din yan. Diyos ko. Oo, Alexandra.
For me, Tito, pizza.
Anong flavor?
Gusto ko, Tito, yung may stuffed crust sa Pizza Hut. Endorsement. Pero,
Nakakaloka. Tapos buy one, take one pa.
gusto ko yung may stuffed crust, Tito, tapos isang meat lovers.
So, sabihin, uubusin mo talaga yung buong crust. Ano?
Yung may cheese sa loob.
And who do you
Ayan,
want to
pizza.
eat it with? Who do you want to eat it with?
My brothers. Kasi pare-parehas kami ng appetite. So, I have 2 brothers kasi, Tito. So, I would enjoy to eat
Gwapo
it
ba
with them.
mga brothers mo, Alex?
Siyempre, kamukha ako.
Ay, mahaba din ang buhok.
Brothers mo, charot.
Mahaba din yung kulot.
Nakakaloka. Ito, interesado ko. Teacher Lesley, ano ang cheat meal mo?
Ay, cheat meal ko po is probably waffles or pancakes po with a lot of syrup and then peanut butter on top and then hot chocolate po. Ganun. Tapos with, extra chocolate pa na kisses na with strawberry sa loob.
Yes.
Who would you
Iba
like?
more chocolate
Who would you?
All the
Who would
way.
you like to share the meal with, teacher?
Wala, sa mga kapwa binibini lang po.
Oh my God, Diyos ko Lord. Bad influence. Bad influence pa talaga. Nakakaloka. All right. So we come to the part of the episode where you will be giving your parting words to our viewers. You can tell them. I'll give each one of you time to tell your followers, your supporters, give them updates on what they can expect or what you plan to do within the coming weeks or the coming months ahead. And this is the time to do it. We'll start with you, Sam. Kasi ikaw lang ang hindi nagbago ang number.
Okay, I'll take it. So again, to Pageantry Norms and of course, Tito Norman, thank you so much for having us today, and to all the viewers who are watching, super appreciate your support, and of course, to my fellow Caviteños, again, salamat mga peace. And during the next few months, leading up to coronation night, you can expect me to be training all the time. And also shout out to Tita Raj because I'm from the Kagandang Flores camp, and of course to my team also, my hashtag Sam Blazers. So bago pa ng hashtag, and I'm very, very excited about it. And so yeah, I hope you guys support me through my Binibini journey, and thank you so much for the support.
Pat?
To all my supporters po, to all din na nag-watch natin now, and to all Quezonians, thank you for being with us. Thank you for always supporting us. Kahit na medyo mahaba na yung journey, you have been patiently waiting for us. So, thank you so much, and stay safe pa rin, and I hope you can support us in our coming events should there be one soon. So, yun po. Ingat po tayong lahat. And thank you again, Tito Norman, for having us.
Alexandra, ang sirena ng Laguna.
And the pageant norms for inviting us and for giving us a very fun day. And thank you so much for all the people who supports me. I hope you continue to support me until the night of our coronation. I know it's been so long, but I'm very grateful that until now, andyan pa rin kayo to support every one of us. And I hope you continue to you can follow us on our Instagram. My Instagram is AlexMB Rosales, or you can add me on Facebook, Alexandra M. Rosales. And see you soon. And I hope we can continue our activities and we can show you what we can offer more. Thank you.
Ay, ganyan ang gusto kong buhok mo palagi. Yung nakalugay lang talaga, sirena ng Laguna. Ibang-iba dating mo pag nakabagsak lang na ganyan eh. Teacher Lesley!
Can I speak in Bisaya po?
Yes, please, Teacher Lesley.
Salamat Tito Norms for inviting me and my girls for this episode of Pageantry Norms, and sa mga taga-subaybay, taga-suporta na po from Tagum City and the whole Davao region, and from Zamboanga. Salamat kaayo sa inyong padayon nga pagsuporta sa ako ug sa akong mga girls sa akong journey sa Binibining Pilipinas, and I hope dili mo ma-board o ginulat kay I know magpadayon jud ni siya. Magulat lang ta sa ilang announcement, and I know alone ko diri akaron wala ko'y team to take care of me, but in my heart I know Tagum is with me. The whole Tagum is with me. So laban lang ta.
Thank you, Teacher Leslie. And with that, I will ask you my one final question. But it's fun lang. Hindi ito mabigat. Huwag mag-alala. Ano lang, kababawan lang ito. Of course, again, the sequence will be Sam, Pat, Alex, and Teacher Leslie. Teacher Leslie na tagatawag ko sa kanya. The question is this. If you're the color of a marshmallow, what color would you be and why? If you're the color of a marshmallow, what color would you be and why? Sam?
I would be color red marshmallow because, like a marshmallow, I think is very sweet and fluffy. Pag kumain.
Pat?
I'd be the color yellow, marshmallow, because yellow for me is really bright and it represents happiness, positivity, and just happy.
The color of joy.
Yeah.
The color of joy.
Yes, yes.
Alexandra, ang sirena ng Laguna.
I would be the one with yung may multiple color, yung what do you call that?
May twirls?
Blue.
Parang
Rainbow
gano'n?
twirl.
Yes, there's blue, there's pink, there's white. It's just so colorful, and it just symbolizes rainbow, which is after the rain, there's a rainbow. So this can symbolize the rain, the COVID-19, and then we'll be going to the rainbow now at the end.
Kakaloka. Ikinext pa talaga sa pandemic ang marshmallow. Ano ba? Teacher Leslie.
So if I would be a marshmallow po, I'd be a color white na marshmallow. Yung low-key lang. Pero I may look tough, pero soft naman. Soft naman.
Alam mo, feeling ko talaga, feeling ko may winner dito sa grupong ito. Ayoko na mag-pinpoint muna, pero feeling ko, kasi ako, I have been trying my best to hold yung mga predictions ko close to my heart. Kasi feeling ko, I just need to see yung bagong photo shoot nyo. I need to see the new photo shoot first before I can say na, ito yung mananalo ng ganito title. Ang sarap-sarap kasi mag-predict na, ito makukuha sa title na yan. Sam, how would it feel if, for example, you get the Grand International Crown, tapos three years in a row na Samantha ang representative ng Philippines. Will that excite you?
Definitely. I mean, Grand International is also such a great international pageant. So I would be very honored to be the third Samantha competing for me.
Ay, nakakaloka. Bigla na bumubukol yung question on the spot. Pat, how would you feel if a condition of winning Binibining Pilipinas International is learning how to speak Nihongo fluently?
I would love to learn Nihongo, sobra. If that means representing the Philippines well to the Japanese.
Alexandra, ang sirena ng Laguna. What if you win the Binibining Pilipinas Intercontinental Crown, which means going to perhaps the Middle East or Egypt and riding a camel in the middle of a desert?
I would love to represent the Philippines soon, and whichever crown it is, I would be glad to carry the country. But I would not rather sit on the camel. Was it right? The camel, right? I would just I would just take a picture with them. I won't. I don't want to ride on it.
Oo. Alam nyo, I have a feeling, and it's just a nagging feeling that before kasi, there used to be the Binibining Pilipinas tourism title, which normally doesn't come with an automatic pageant representation dun sa crown niya. But it could happen, depende sa discretion ng organizers. Teacher Lesley, what if for example lang, they resurrect the Binibining Pilipinas tourism crown. Tapos ikaw yon. So, promote Tagum City, Davao del Norte.
So, Tagum City is the culture part of the South, and it's also called the City of People, and it's also the music capital of the South. So, there are a lot of things that Tagum has to offer. But Tagum is a home for diversity, culture, good innovations, and hopes and
Kakaloka. Parang inassign ko na yung mga titles. Ano ba yan? And what if any one of you would get Binibining Pilipinas Globe? I happen to know the owners personally. How would you feel traveling all the way to Europe for Binibining for Miss Globe?
wow.
And totoo naman, sa Europe naman kasi ginagawa madalas ang Miss Globe eh. So, like, Sam, ikaw, hindi mo na problema ang visa pag doon, no? Because you can go to Europe anytime, hindi ba?
And, I mean, I have a business visa rin naman. So I would love to go back there. Europe is amazing. The food is amazing too. So yeah, I'd love to go.
All right. So that is our episode po this afternoon for Pageantry Norms Season 4. Alam niyo po, my Sundays have never been the same ever since I started Pageantry Norms. This is already Season 4. Kung alam niyo lang po how my Sundays have changed drastically. Wala na nga pong love life. Wala pa akong Sunday. Mga Sunday matinees for enjoyment and everything. But it's all good. I'm happy with that. Dahil, as I've been saying in every season of Pageantry Norms, there will always be this one episode where I will have an all-male guest lineup, and it will be for next week. It will be for next week. Yeah, it will be. I will be surrounded by 5 male guests who are potential joiners of Mr. World Philippines naman for this year. Kailangan may connection sa pageantry. Hindi naman pwede na mag-invite lang ako ng mga guys and then parang wala lang. Oo, hindi naman pwede gano'n. Alam naman ako, I'm very conservative. I live a very monastic life. So, pareho lang kami Teacher Lesley na NBSB. Oo. Basta ang next episode ko next week, my God, Diyos ko Lord, ito pa. Pang Sunday pa man din next Sunday. Tapos, all male guest. But it's going to be a very wholesome episode with 5 if you are all male guests. It's going to be wholesome po. Don't worry about that. It's going to be very wholesome. So abangan niyo po yan. And If, ang promise ko po sa inyo, if the finals of Binibini Pilipinas is moved, definitely there will be a part 3 of Binibinis back in action, where 4 more Binibinis will I will invite for the program. So abangan niyo po yan. And basta po nakaka-excite pa. Actually, yung pinaka season 4 finale po namin, hindi ko ma-finalize in my head, pero na-excite ako dahil this is the first time that I'll be doing something like that. But it's going to be fun and exciting po. So that has been our episode this afternoon. Thank you for keeping us company. And ladies, huwag muna kayo mag-exit. Mag-group photo tayo after mag-end ng broadcast para for vlogging purposes. And stay safe. Diyos ko po, mas tumaas na naman po ang mga COVID cases. So mag-ingat po tayong mabuti, no? Don't ever take things for granted. Akala nyo lang lumuwag na pero hindi. So stay safe. Always stay healthy. And be like this for ladies. Ang gaganda na, ang healthy pa. Yung isa mukha pang sirena. O hindi ba? Kita mo, no, kasi haba-haba naman ang buhok mo kasi parang si Jezebel talaga. O, ngayon si Teacher Lesley, kilala ka na ng buong Pilipinas. Hindi ka na pwedeng maging NBSB. Oh.
Yan po yung
Oo.
after.
Yes, ganoon. Oo.
Para
And
hindi
si Pat
tumanda
naman, grabe, hindi ka tatandang dalagan eh. Hindi. And then si Pat naman, matagal ko na kilala si Pat. And I've seen her blossom into now a Binibini. And si Samantha, na na-discover ka along the way na, Diyos ko po, kamag-anak ko pala, nakakaloka. But we don't speak Kapampangan. Both of us don't speak
Oo nga.
Kapampangan.
Pressure,
I don't speak Kapampangan, but I'm just happy that I have the 4 of you this afternoon. Thank you for joining us for this afternoon. It has been a pleasure getting updates from our 4 Binibinis. Let us all give our viewers a big flying kiss, please.
You guys.
Goodbye, everyone. Huwag ka muna kayong aalis. Mag-photo taking pa tayo. Goodbye.
Bye.